Aquaponics, man. Trials and tribulations of aquaponics. Come along with me. Watch me make mistakes. Watch me make success. Just watch me do aquaponics. Hello, YouTube. So it's harvest day again. Things are getting, well, really big and very leggy. So I'm going to harvest a whole bunch of Bibb lettuce out of the new system today. So if you watch my last harvest, I made a really long and complicated endeavor out of it. Whereas this time, it's not going to be like that. Oh, let me get my other trash can out here. So basically, all I'm going to be doing is taking all the dead yucky leaves from the bottom of the plant here and pulling them down or off, what have you. And then that leaves all the good healthy leaves. Well, almost all the good healthy leaves. There you go. Maybe I'll get good at this one of these days. And then I'm just taking all the dead leaves and the bad stuff off, breaking off the root, tossing it there, and then putting the good leaves. I think that's all the good leaves. Into a bucket, which I will then transfer into a plastic baggie here. I have the bucket for, when things go awry. But one whole bunch of leaf lettuce here. Rink. Yoink. And it's about a quarter of a bag. I have a 1 gallon bag there. All right, let's go in for plant number 2. These things took off really well in this part of the system here. I hazard to say that, yep, I think I did a good job. Only thinking, though. Don't hold me to it. Anywho, I mean, if you want to get really particular and stuff and, really be meticulous about all of it, you can. But, see, that's majority all fully healthy, nummy leaves with a couple of little, starter baby leaves in the bottom there. And then you just put them in your gallon baggie. Now, well, it's getting pretty full. I think one more plant might go in there. Let's see. This one's really big. We'll do him also. Ooh, that guy had a pretty good root system on him. I mean, look how big that is. It's a lot of leafy greens right there. Yes, it is. So, taking the bad leaves from the bottom, which there's really not a lot. This new aquaponics system, even though the fish tank water is a little cloudy, which I discovered it was because of the gravel that I put in there. So that's making some pretty decent heads of lettuce. You guys are really far away. I don't know if you can really see all this. Here, let's just bring you a smidge closer. Just a scooch. Scooch. Scooch a scooch. Let's see. Is that any better? Yeah, see? Now you can kind of see it. All right. So, big, healthy head of leaf lettuce. All Bibb lettuce. Really wonderful. I mean, you can look down inside there. It's all just still leaves. Trying to be something besides that, but I'm not growing them into heads. So then you smoosh it into your baggie, or try to, without making a huge mess. Oh, make sure you get all the not so great leaves. Wink. And that, I mean, I'd probably squish it. Yeah, I'll probably squish it. I'll try to get one more in there. I don't want it to be too squished, but if there's room, there's room. All right, here's this guy. This guy is just got some huge leaves on it. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. We're gonna find out. Got a pretty good root system on him. Maybe that's the plant next door too. I don't know. Alrighty then. Yeah. Now this guy has more of the not so great leaves on it. So we're just going to peel those back. Try to get them away from the good leaves. It's like they were dried out or something. I don't know. Could have been because they were not as developed as the rest of the plant when I put it in there. But these are all transfers from the other thing. So dead yucky leaves, whatever, but you're going to get from every type of raft system or NFT system or whatever. And then you break off the good parts. And that's all good, healthy leaf lettuce. All sorts of nummy and good. All right, I think I have enough room in this bag. I try to alternate them so I can keep count as to how many are in there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 heads of lettuce or bunches of lettuce in this one bag. And I should get my scale out and see how much it weighs. I closed it too much. Try to get the air out of it. A little bit at least. It's wafts out of the bag. You can smell the lettuce. It's pretty good. Anyway, and I'll set that over here. And then I got more bags for additional heads of lettuce. And let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I need more bags. Anyway, let's get the other ones off the bottom here. Right. And I'm only harvesting the Bibb because I don't want to mix salads together right now. That is. So the roots from the next plant over, I think, are what's doing that. I think the roots are intermingling with one another there. Just having a little free-for-all. Anyway. So I'm not trying to be too terribly particular here. Just trying to get the not so great leaves away from the leaves that I actually want to eat. Yoink. Just give it a good look. Some of them have kind of sort of started to yellow up there, but those would be fish snacks. Yeah, I'll go give those to the fish. Those are good fish snacks too. Anyway. And then you just break off the root. Then you put it in a baggie. There's actually quite a bit on this one. It's about a month worth of growth right there. Somewhere in that ballpark. I mean, I probably could leave them in there and let them get bigger, but they I don't know, they start to get stringy and bolt really quickly. So I'm trying to harvest them while they're still baby greens or whatever you want to call them, and not heads of lettuce. Oh. But that's a pretty good amount. Okay. I'll make the fish's day here. There you go, fishy fishies. They got lettuce too. All right, next plant. NFT system actually seems to work pretty good. Even though the lettuces like to hold on to each other. Let go. Let go. What, and now you want to come out? No, you stay in. All right. That's one of my new oak leaf lettuces. It's kind of got like a, I don't know, looks like a leaf from an oak tree. It really, really does. Pretty neat. I haven't tasted it yet. I do think I have had it in the past, and it was quite nummy. Quite yummy. But I have a couple other ones that I'm waiting for before I do that. I have a new red cells, kind of an oak leaf looking salad or lettuce. It's this guy right here. I don't know if you can really see it. I guess you kind of can. I'll bring you over in a little bit. But That's not as big as the other one, but still about a month of growth. I don't know, some of them do better than others, I suppose. Anywho, put that in the baggie. Go in your home. That's a pretty good amount. All right. Oh, that's a giant Caesar. That's I probably should harvest also, but that's okay. I'm just going to grab the Bibb for now. Come on, Bibb. All righty then. Now, this guy was kind of at the end of the light there. Doesn't seem to be struggling too terribly bad, but not all of the leaves were, I guess, getting as much light. I don't know. Some of them were, that's another fish snack right there. So I lost, let's see, I lost about that many leaves because those were on the bottom that weren't getting any light. Except for that one, which is now a fish snack. All right. Throw that down in there. It all looks pretty good. Actually, really tasty. Smells wonderful when you first break the stems off or whatever. Oh, that just smell good. Yummy, yummy. I'm starting kind of drooling a little bit. It's going to be all right, though. I'll get to it later. I sure will. Maybe somebody will come buy some from me. I don't know. We shall see. Alrighty. So now I got to move up top. And this guy. Oh. Oh no. I lost a leaf. It jumped. It ran. Only a couple of little not so happy leaves on the bottom there. Not so bad. But I'm not losing a whole lot of the actual nummy leaves that I want to eat. About a month of growth. That's not so bad. And then I will try to put it in the baggie. I think I am going to need another bag now. I'm going to squish it, see if I can fit more. I'm just losing leaves of lettuce left and right. Oh, see? This one had like a little browning or something. That is a nutrient deficiency, which was caused before I gained all of the... hang on a sec. So, I went ahead and got me some all-natural ingredients to add to this stuff. So this is the potassium bicarbonate. It helps with the transpiration of the water that flows through the plant. Potassium, everything, it needs it. Calcium also is another thing that helps with transpiration. And that actually helps the plant to expel the salt and stuff that blocks the veins and things that causes all of this nutrient deficiency. So when the calcium can flow, especially in the newer leaves, when it can flow all the way through the plant, it helps keep it greener and healthier and wonderful. And then iron, chelated iron, which is just for extra greening and healthier nutrient-dense plants and things like that. Plus, it's got the extra rock minerals and stuff that you want to, incorporate into your diet. And this is all food grade, natural, vitamins and things like that, and minerals and stuff. It's not any chemical fertilizers or anything. It's just all natural. Just it won't kill the fish. That's the important thing. Plus, it helps the plants. They stay healthy. Yay! I don't know. I still got my other nutrients down here too, but I think I showed you all those. If not, I'll show you another one. So this one's just a Grow Plus, and this is basically just like the micronutrients that are needed, that say rock minerals and things like that. They're inside, like the boron and the copper and the iron and the magnesium and the I can't even read that word. I don't even know what it means. I don't know. It helps with the benefits of the plant that you would get from actually eating it. And then this one basically does the same thing. It's basically just a potassium and an iron extra supplement. It's from the API there. I'm not sponsored by any of these companies, by the way. If any of them watch this and want to contact me, they can message me in, the down below comments thingy. But it helps. It does. And again, all natural. Not anything fancy or chemical fertilizer or anything like that. Oh, look, I had some jumpers. All right. I'll go ahead and throw these in for the fish. There you go, fishy fishies. All righty. I don't know if I have enough room in that baggie. I don't. It's already too full. So 4 heads per gallon bag. It's not so bad. Or 4 groups. What do you want to call it? And then this will stay fresh in the refrigerator for like 3 weeks or 2 weeks, depending on, it'll be fresh until you decide to get around to eating it. Now I don't have a place to put it. I'm going to set it right there on that little big container. All right. I'm going to go get one more bag probably, because I don't think I have enough, especially because the plants on top are really big. Like really, really super big. They are taking off. Holy cow. Alrighty. Look at the size of that guy. He's pretty big. And like break it off. That is a pretty decent head of lettuce right there. Oh, I missed one. 2 fish snacks. See, that one is starting to have a little bit of the nutrient deficiency there. So I'll just pull those off. I mean, they're really easy to notice. Hopefully I have this nutrient deficiency resolved. I did just add the other fertilizer stuff that one just ran. It jumped, it escaped. But all the rest of them seem very, very healthy. That guy right there, the snack. And it's all clean, no dirt, no nothing in it. Just wonderful. Absolutely happy. It wants to be in my belly. Maybe somebody else's belly. I don't know. We shall see if other bellies are interested. This is a lot more efficient and less time consuming harvesting this way than the last time, by the way. I think it took me twice as long to even get parked this way. Alrighty then. All the roots and stuff are looking pretty good. I think the nutrient deficiency did impact the roots a little bit. I don't know if it's blocking them from gaining the nutrients or there was a nutrient lockout, but that's just something that happens sometimes in lettuces and things like that, especially in aquaponics. If your pH balance is off or there's any really super bad nutrient deficiencies, like here, this one here, you can really see that tip burn on it. Maybe. Got like a little brown focus. Got like a little brown thingy on the top there. I mean, it's perfectly edible and fine. It's just the salt got trapped at the end, or the water could not transpire all the way through the plant in order for it to spread all the nutrients everywhere. Ergo, it kind of blocked it or locked it out. Here, I'll show you these roots. See, they're kind of a little brown. I mean, they're not unhealthy. They're definitely a large ball of roots there. But I don't know. I watch like the hydroponics videos and things like that. and all those roots are completely white because there's no fish, anything in it, and no gravel. It's just all 100% water and chemical fertilizer. But sorry, I just threw them in my mouth a little bit. Fish snack. But it's, you know, clear, super clean looking roots and everything like that, but still probably eating a whole bunch of artificial things. Yeah, I know for sure the ammonia that they put in there is created by man and propagated by man. And, oh, just gross and disgusting. Artificial fertilizers and chemicals, I think, is why we have all of our health problems, which is probably not far from reality. But we all seem to be okay with it because we don't really care what we put in our mouths or into our bodies. And we keep going back and supporting all those big companies that make the artificial fertilizers and things like that. And keep the cycle going. It's like a circle. Fish snack. I'll give him that one too. Yeah. See, this one had a little bit of a deficiency. Maybe I was just growing too many plants or something. I don't know. But no, I think it's probably because of either the pH or the lack of nutrients. I did end up taking quite a bit of the fish out of the system because I thought that I was doing something wrong. Unfortunately, I spent all that time catching those fish for nothing because I could have just left them in there and there was really nothing wrong with it. But anyway, alrighty, I got 2 heads left that I'm going to harvest today, and I need the stool for those. All right, don't hit my head. Don't hit my head. Don't hit my head. Ugh. All right. My little cabbage plant next door there. Roots were growing onto it. They're growing together with the other one. That's right. All right, so this is what happens when it gets too warm. Because I was up close to the ceiling there and slept in one day and heater was still on, and you know, I have it resolved now. I put a fan up there. I'll give you a little walkie around thing there, but you can see it all started kind of starting to bolt there, and they get really long and stringy, kind of sort of. You want to get to them before they start having that problem. But I mean, it's still edible. It's still wonderful, nummy, good tasting lettuce. Absolutely. And you eat it, put it in your mouth and chew, and it's great. With no artificial fertilizers or chemicals. It's all natural. Yay. Anyway, we all eat healthy and better like this. I think we would probably have a lot less trips to the hospital, and big pharmaceutical companies and things like that wouldn't be able to charge us $10,000 for, you know, one stay in a hospital bed. I mean, I know some of the hotels are expensive like that, but I'm just trying to get better. Hospitals just aren't doing it though. Well, darn it. I did need to harvest a couple more, but we'll just hold off on that for now. And I'll grab you. Oop. See, I made a mess on the floor here. All right, I'll grab you and I'll show you what's been going on. Yay. All right, I'll even flip you around. Okie doke. So that's a little baby Swiss chard plant. I had it in the gravel bed over behind me there, and all the roots and stuff just kind of were very angry. There we go. Whatever. All right. Anyway, so all the roots and everything were not taking off very well in there. So I put it in here, and it's bouncing back just a little bit. And this arugula was not doing so great, but now it's not bolting anymore. And like this one is definitely, it just started shooting out like crazy all over the place. This here was a giant Caesar plant that I put in just a while back. Let's see, their roots are doing pretty all right. You just put them down in the water there. It's just a little stream of water, but should be working pretty good. Uh-oh, I think that one broke. Dang it. Fish neck. Anyway, that's giant Caesar. And that one's really going to bolt, or has already bolted. But it's still hanging in there. Get it? Hanging in there. This one is the oak leaf. And it's definitely starting to bolt also. You can tell by the big stem right there. And then this is the new red cells. It looks really, really good. Got one little dead leaf there for whatever reason. All right, I'll come back to him later. Wait. But he's looking pretty okay. I don't think he's bolting quite yet. Oh yeah, he's bolting also. So that's what happens when you let the plants get too hot. But then there's one Bibb lettuce left up there. That enormous, just really big one. And that's sort of bolting, but not really. And they're just really, really big leaves too. And then that's a cabbage. That's kind of doing okay. And then, I'm not sure what that one is. I think it's also a cabbage, yeah. Oh, does that have a brown dead leaf there? Oh, yeah, it does. Anyway. And then that's another arugula. He's just a little baby guy, though. He's doing all right. And that's more Bibb, but he's not ready to harvest yet. So I'll have to come back for those two plants up there, and probably those three. But they're looking all right. Anyhow, fish seem to be a lot happier. The cloudy water issue still is not resolved, but I did all of my test kit, which is the Aqua Apex 10-in-1, system strip starter kit tester. It does like ammonias and nitrites, nitrates, iron, calcium, the pH, and a couple other symbols that I don't recognize. But anyway, all the levels are right on point. So because I added all the gravel into the system and did not wash it thoroughly enough, that's why everything is still so dirty. So I have this little sock here that's filtering out the majority of the little small particulates, but I don't think it's rated to really take out all the little fine bits. But I don't know. I'm going to try to do something else with that. But then I have, the old aquaponic system that's just doing great. I mean, it's got heads of leafy lettuce all over. I do have to harvest a couple of them here that have started to bolt because, again, it got too warm. But they're just doing really, really well. And the Swiss chards and the basils and the mustard greens and all that's doing pretty all right. The cabbage or cauliflower and broccoli back there, they really haven't really taken off. Not really. Those are radishes that I was trying to start as a microgreen. But the basils are really doing really, really super well. The arugula, one arugula plant that I have in there, doing okay. I mean, he's just going tall and leggy. I was kind of hoping that he's going to go to seed. Hoping. I don't know. But the mustard greens, I just harvested some for soup the other night. But yeah, see, that one still got a little bit of that browning, yellowing thing going on there. Hopefully the potassium bicarbonate and the chelated iron and all of that will resolve that issue. See that? Got like a little brown something or other on there. So, I mean, it's still fine and healthy to eat and everything, but the fishes, they really like it. I have to come back in there and get all those stems and stuff out because they can't eat those. But I put an entire one of the heads of Bibb lettuce in there for them, and they've already broken it all apart. And they've eaten, actually, I think most of one of them already. Anyway, so this time it was a whole lot better for, the method of harvesting. Super quick, got 3 bags in a couple 15 minutes or something like that. So wasn't too terribly bad. Everything's still running pretty good. All the plants are still thriving and taking off, and everything seems to be doing all right. I got a little bit more harvesting to do and probably some cleanup with, this is what I was having my problem with. Here, I'll turn you back around again. So this fruit that's sticking out of this hole is from that plant because it just grew all the way down. Yoink. There we go. I think I even kind of pulled it a little bit there. Alrighty. I'm sorry. I done messed that up. Anyway. Okay. Now he's happy plant. So, yeah, it's pretty neat how this NFT system works. Just kind of takes the water and sends it in one big circular loop kind of a thing. Oh, I was going to show you how to keep it from getting so hot. There's that little fan with the temperature or thermometer thingy on it. So when it gets above 70 degrees in here, that fan turns on. And it doesn't stop turning on, or doesn't stop running until it gets below 70, up top at least. So it'll always constantly have some kind of airflow going across there if it's too warm, and if it's not too warm, it doesn't need the airflow. And it helps with the water transpiration from the plant and stuff too. That's why I have my other fan on the wall back over there. He just rotates constantly back and forth. And then I got my fan down underneath with all those vegetables. Those guys are doing okay. Not really as much as growing as I was hoping, but hey, I got stuff growing. All the stuff down in those pots are doing pretty good. Maybe it's too cold, or maybe it's just because it's on the ground and not enough light. I don't know. They're not growing as fast as I would hope, but I could also possibly just be a lot impatient. Or I look at it every day and I'm judging. Whatever. Anyway, I just figured I'd help you guys or follow along with my journey of aquaponics. I would like to clear one thing up for my friend that was on the phone with me for that last video that I made that was a real super quick update. I am not an aquaponics expert in any way, shape, or form. Not even a little bit. I am simply showing you guys my trial and error of how I am attempting to do an aquaponic system. In fact, now 2 aquaponic systems. I learn something new every day. I am constantly doing things that I hope are going to be beneficial for my system. I am doing all the things that I already know that I've learned, and I'm implementing it into my system. But I am by no means an expert. I am not as probably knowledgeable as people that went to a school or something like this for that. But I'm not going to go to school for aquaponics. It's really not that hard. I'm just really trying to do as best I can. I learn something new every day, and I do things as best that I can, or to my ability. That's pretty much all I got going for me. So if you want to keep watching my journey, my failures and my accomplishments and things like that, like and subscribe, ring the bell. Maybe YouTube will, let you know. Maybe not. I don't know. Either way, peace out, YouTube. We'll see you on the next one.